drama for his list. You know what I mean? If anything, I'm surprised there's not a lot of backlash towards Nas. I don't know if you heard what he recently just said, but he said that none of the new artists is keeping him awake at night.
We were talking about that, yeah.
So, you know, something like that, as a new artist, I mean, I understand it though. Like, Nas is just an upper echelon of lyricism, of hip-hop. But who cares? I mean, it's just Jay-Z. It's his personal feels.
Because we were saying, you know, you're getting a glimpse into the songs that shapes his taste, and you know, and it's rewarding to some artists to say Jay-Z is like, that's on his regular to-go list. I'm on his list. My song is on his list. For a lot of people, that means a lot to them.
Right. No, I definitely
He's listening to me.
Hey, it is what it is, you know. I obviously I would love to have that opportunity one day to be on that playlist.
That's a fact.
That's almost better than a Grammy at this point.
Right?
You know?
I'm gonna send him the link to the ride along.
Smart. There you go.
Checks out, Jay.
So like we were saying earlier, you want to do? Welcome to the Ride Along. It's a pleasure having you up here. I know we played some of your music a little while ago.
Yes.
We kind of chopped and screwed the name a little bit. We apologize, but you know, like I said, we're just glad that you're up here. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
Yes, so I'm from Money Earned in Mount Vernon, Boogie Down Bronx. I like to jack both because I'm on both sides of the cities. But it's ironic that you brought up about the name. Before I was going by the artist name of Troubled Mal. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I was
I remember. He's like, smile. So you saying Ma? What do you say? I remember that.
I was like, yo, shout out to Maul, man. Shout out to Maul. That was Trouble Maul. I mean, like my whole career.
I apologize.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I was going by that name, and during the pandemic, you know, I went through some realizations, looked myself in the mirror, and just wasn't feeling like the artist name was connecting with my artistry. And you know, I wanted to become more personal. I didn't want to have no extra thoughts attached to myself when they saw my name or whatever the case is when I showed up. So personally, I wanted to change it to my actual name, which is Ty Dre. So I've been doing hip hop for like going on 8 years now. Started my senior year of high school, and yeah, you know, this is a full circle for me. You know, when I first started, literally 8 years ago, one of my first performances was at Juneteenth on 125th for Rough Riders.
That's fire.
Put on the float?
Yep, on the float.
Yeah.
I
We were
performed
there.
my first song, and here we are, full circle now. I'm here. So.
Hell yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm about to say, word.
For real. But before we go any deeper, I want to know how musically inclined you are. Like, what age were you when you decided that not only you wanted to rap, that you just wanted to get into music, period? Because a lot of people don't just always start off as a rapper. You know, they just want to be in the music industry, period. So what age was you when it clicked in your head where it's just like, I want to do something with this talent?
That was when I was 17. I was real late to the game. Tim Duncan in the game. You know, like, I was actually all about visual art. I went to Specialized Art School, High School of Art and Design down on 57th Street. I wanted to go to college for art. Like, that was my dream. I wanted to be an animator for Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or something like that. I did art competitions and all types of stuff when I was a kid. So my dad, he was the one that actually told me to start doing it seriously. I was just joking around rapping for lunch, and stared at me.
Not because you will, but shout out to your pops, like, cause that's really, like, big, because a lot of people won't support, you know, like, they children getting into the music industry, let alone rapping or anything like that. So big shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out to both my parents. You know, my mom and my dad, even my big sister. You know, it's just us four, and they are my biggest supportive system. You know, as far as when I need money for studio time, you know, getting me here today, you know what I mean? Like, anywhere I need to go, any event, they are there and they supporting it full throttle, even when I don't got a job or, you know, money stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, to answer your question, you know, it all started with that. He told me to take it seriously, and after a while, once I started practicing and started recording, then it was no stopping once it started.
So at what moment did you realize the severity of it, like, kicked up? like you said you wanted to take it serious after a while.
Right.
Like, for instance, like your first rap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did that start to develop after a while?
Definitely. After I dropped my first song, I noticed that the school was actually caring, you know. The school cared. It got like up to 1,000 in 24 hours, 48 hours, 1,000 plays on SoundCloud. And I was like, wait a minute.
It's working.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. I ain't used to this. So I said, let me try this again. Let me see what can happen. So I tried again, dropped a couple more songs. People were starting to loving it. And I always was a performer since I was a kid. You know, like
that was coming next.
yeah, definitely.
That was
I always
coming next.
performed since pre-K. I was always on the stage doing little dances and outfits, you know, Wizard of Oz and all this other stuff. So, you know,
Any
once
live instruments? Sorry, not.
I do want to learn though. That is the goal. That is the goal, to learn some instruments and actually learn how
So
to
you want to be a
produce.
triple threat too.
Of
You want to be
course.
able to act and do all that. Yeah.
I can see you playing like a guitar or something.
Really?
That's serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that thing.
I was going to say violin, but not even being funny.
Violin?
But no, because listen, once you learn how to play the
Strings.
violin,
Something different.
maestro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't play. Like, I tried. I can't comprehend. Like, it is like very like frustrating from time to time. But I can see you probably fitting in like with a violin, because it's like proper. I can see that fitting you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some real upper echelon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like opera at the. That's a real limelight, look at me instrument. So I
Right.
see that like when
Yeah.
I look at you.
Yeah.
I
Honestly.
appreciate
Stand out,
that.
yeah.
Mhm.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna look into that. For real. Interesting.
So you started getting love from people and stuff like that. Would you say you found your niche, like with your crowd and stuff like that, or do you still think that you're creating that base?
I definitely was finding my sound when I was at Virginia State University, where I graduated from, and I was still trying to figure it out. And the people were still trying to get my vibe as well. I was going from boom bap to a trap beat to a R&B soul beat. I don't know what I was doing. I was just testing it all out. And even to this day, I love to experiment. You know, that's where artists really develop themselves.
Yeah.
Once my engineer told me that when I was young, he told me, "This is the square. You want to be all the way over here."
Yeah.
All around the outside of that
Yeah.
square to really find yourself. So stop finding those beats that you think, oh yeah, stop finding those J. Cole type beats, some Kendrick type beats, some Nas type beats. Go way outside of that. And I've noticed since doing that, I've really been developing my sound. So
Well, let's talk about your song "Goat Mode,"
yes,
and then tell us a little bit about that.
Son,
definitely.
that is a crazy lineup on that song.
Thank you.
That is a crazy lineup.
Shout out OnStar, shout out Mo Black, shout out Big Dilf, shout out Rick Rhythm who produced the track.
Big deal.
Yeah.
That's big.
I ain't gonna fake growl. He could do it later when he
Nah,
gets
but
off
that's
mic.
what's
I can't
up.
do it.
I actually met him one time at one of my shows in Brooklyn for Power 105. Like, it wasn't like I really didn't like sit and talk to him about a song, and I was like, oh snap, I know who you are. What's up? And then, I really kept it pushing that.
Right.
It was just cool being there, and I was like, holy hell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a cool experience.
No funny stuff. I started attracting the Big Dope off of, I seen him chilling with Wiz a couple times. Now Wiz is at the top of my top. And I seen him fooling out with Wiz. I was like, nah. And I already seen like his videos and everything. I was like, nah, yeah, I rock with that dude.
Yeah, definitely. I hope he doesn't hit none of this. This is boosting his head, and I hate when his head is boosted. But definitely, like they all are very, very talented individuals. During the making of the song, they really turned into be my brothers. You know what I mean? A lot of them I met in a short amount of time compared to a lot of other people in my life, but I really look up to them as big brothers and stuff like that. And they believed in me. They believed in the vision of the song, which is about being the greatest of all time, no matter what you're doing. It could be the greatest of all time in basketball, which we're metaphorically talking about a lot on the song, but it could be the greatest of all time at being the best DJ. You know what I'm saying? The greatest of all time of being the best rapper. Anything, no matter what it is, stylist, whatever. So that was the whole point of the anthem. We just wanted to make people move, make people dance. Shout out to Clean Money Music, which is the distribution label I'm signed to. We partnered up with Sony Music to get this song out.
That's dope.
And it's been great so far. We got a lot of big plans for it.
Well, we're gonna play this song, and when we come back, we're gonna talk to the group because they're all here in the building. So
Yes.
we're gonna have them all here,
Yes.
all at one time.
Okay. Live and deep.
All right, let's do it. This is Ty Dre.
All right, I like where your head is at.